New Ontario minimum wage increase effective October 2025. Canada is witnessing key changes in its labour market and immigration landscape, from Ontario's upcoming minimum wage hike to British Columbia's growing demand for high-paying jobs. Manitoba's latest provincial draw and a PR rule change impacting an Indian applicant also mark significant updates. If you are interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. Ontario workers are gearing up for a welcome pay boost as the province announces an increase in the minimum wage starting October 1, 2025. This video will raise the general hourly rate to $17.60, providing essential support to thousands amid ongoing economic pressures. Furthermore, special minimum wage pay rates for work from home, students, and hunting, fishing, and wilderness guides will also increase. Designed to keep pace with inflation, the adjustment highlights the government's focus on fair compensation in a high-cost environment. If you're an employer planning budgets, an employee calculating your next paycheck, or just interested in Canada's labor trends, this video covers all the key details. We'll explore the specifics for various worker groups, compare it to living wage benchmarks, and answer common questions to help you stay informed. General Ontario minimum wage hike for 2025. Starting October 1, 2025, the standard minimum wage in Ontario will jump from $17.20 to $17.60 per hour, a 40-cent rise representing about 2.3% growth. This follows the previous year's increase from $16.55, maintaining a tradition of yearly updates linked to the Ontario Consumer Price Index. The CPI measures shifts in everyday expenses like food, housing, and transportation, ensuring wages don't lag behind rising costs. For a full-time worker logging 40 hours weekly, this translates to roughly $832 more annually before taxes, a small but significant help for covering basics in one of Canada's priciest provinces. This policy applies broadly to roles in retail, manufacturing, and service industries, emphasizing equity after past reforms like aligning liquor server pay with the general rate. As living expenses continue to climb, this step aims to preserve buying power for low-wage earners. Ontario minimum wage increase for students. Young learners juggling education and employment aren't overlooked in this update. For students under 18 working part-time, the minimum hourly wage will increase to $16.60 from $16.20, effective October 1, 2025. This rate kicks in for those clocking 28 hours or less weekly during school terms or any hours over breaks. It covers local high schoolers and students alike, acknowledging their entry-level status while offering a fair start. Notably, this remains below the general wage, based on the assumption of lighter financial burdens for youth. However, remote working students such as those doing online gigs or virtual tutoring qualify for the higher homeworker rate, adapting to modern job flexibility. Highest rates for work from home or remote workers. With remote work now a staple, Ontario's rules for home workers ensure they're compensated appropriately. Come October 1, 2025, their minimum wage will rise to $19.35 per hour, up from $18.90. This category includes diverse roles like virtual assistants, freelance designers, or home-based artisans, as long as the work is done from home. The elevated pay accounts for added personal costs, such as utilities or setup, without traditional office perks. For businesses, this means reviewing remote employee contracts, while workers could see an additional $18 weekly for full-time hours. As hybrid models evolve, this increase reinforces the province's adaptation to changing work dynamics. Specialized wage adjustments for outdoor guides. Ontario's outdoor economy thrives on hunting, fishing, and wilderness guides, who follow a unique daily pay structure rather than hourly. Effective October 1, 2025, their rates will adjust as follows. Less than 5 consecutive hours, $88.05 per day, up from $86. 5 or more hours, consecutive or not, $176.15 per day, up from $172.05. This setup suits the irregular schedules of guiding adventures like kayaking, hiking, or eco-tours in remote areas. While the boosts $2.05 and $4.10 respectively appear modest, they accumulate for frequent workers, offsetting gear and travel expenses in northern and rural zones. How does Ontario's 2025 minimum wage stack up against living wages? While the upcoming raises provide relief, debates persist on whether they meet living wage standards, the amount needed for a decent life without hardship. Per the Ontario Living Wage Network's 2024 calculations, the provincial average stands at around $21.66 per hour, leaving the new $17.60 general rate about $4.06 short. In the Greater Toronto Area, the gap widens to $8.40 below the $26 benchmark. Experts push for $20 to $21 hourly to better address essentials like rent and groceries. Here's a regional breakdown of 2024 living wages, including changes from 2023. These disparities underscore challenges in urban hubs, where a full-time minimum wage income of about $2,816 monthly, pre-tax, often falls short of covering $2,000 plus rents and other bills. This fuels advocacy for more ambitious reforms to promote true financial stability. Wrapping up, a step forward, but more needed? Ontario's 2025 minimum wage enhancements mark progress in aligning pay with inflation, benefiting diverse groups from students to guides. Yet, as costs soar, many question if it's enough to close the living wage divide. With the changes set for October 1, 2025, businesses have time to adapt, and workers can plan ahead. Most in-demand jobs in British Columbia paying over $50 per hour. Looking for a high-paying, in-demand jobs in British Columbia? The province offers a range of lucrative job opportunities with median hourly wages exceeding $50, driven by strong demand across various sectors. The British Columbia government projects robust growth and above-average pay for these roles through 2034. The best thing about the job market of BC is that the unemployment rate is currently at 5.9%, which is much lower compared to the national average of 6.9% and Ontario's 7.9%. This video highlights the top 30 in-demand jobs across 7 economic regions in British Columbia, optimized to help you discover your next career move. British Columbia's economic regions driving job growth. The following regions shape the province's thriving job market: Coast and Vancouver Islands, Thompson-Okanagan, Northeast, North Coast and Nechako, Mainland/Southwest, Kootenay, Caribou. These zones provide diverse opportunities, from urban hubs to resource-rich areas, fueling demand for skilled professionals. How British Columbia identifies in-demand jobs. The British Columbia government evaluates in-demand occupations based on 4 key criteria: job openings, high employment growth and vacancy rates; future job accessibility, tight labor market projections; current employability, low unemployment rates in the occupation; wage potential, median hourly earnings reflecting strong income potential. These factors ensure the listed careers offer both stability and financial reward. Full list of top high-paying, in-demand jobs in British Columbia. Below is a curated list of careers in British Columbia with median hourly wages of $50 or more, strong market demand, and promising job openings through 2034. Each role includes its National Occupational Classification Code, required education, median hourly wage, projected job openings, and occupational interest. 1. Engineering Managers, NOC 20010. Zenotation Spot Education, Management Experience. Zenotation Spot Median Hourly Wage, $67.31. Zenotation Spot Job Openings to 2034, 2,680. Zenotation Spot Interest, Enterprising. Zenotation Spot leads engineering projects with high earning potential. 1. Fire Chiefs and Senior Firefighting Officers, NOC 40041. Zenotation Spot Education, Management Experience. Zenotation Spot Median Hourly Wage, $62.27. Zenotation Spot Job Openings to 2034, 390. Zenotation Spot Interest, Enterprising, Conventional. Zenotation Spot oversees firefighting operations with strong leadership. 1. Software Engineers and Designers, NOC 21231. Education, University Degree. Median Hourly Wage, $60.10. Job Openings to 2034, 11,670. Interest, Investigative. Drives innovation in tech with significant demand. 1. Government Managers, Economic Analysis, Policy Development and Program Administration, NOC 40011. Education, Management Experience. Median Hourly Wage, $60. Job Openings to 2034, 850. Interest, Enterprising. Shapes public policy with high-level decision-making. 1. Commission Police Officers and Related Occupations in Public Protection Services, NOC 40040. Education, Management Experience. Median Hourly Wage, $59.73. Job Openings to 2034, 130. Interest, Enterprising. Leads public safety initiatives with authority. 1. Computer and Information Systems Managers, NOC 20012. Education, management experience. Median hourly wage, $59.62. Job openings to 2034, 8,850. Interest, enterprising. Manages IT systems in a tech-driven economy. 7. Veterinarians, NOC 31103. Education, university degree. Median hourly wage, $59.06. Job openings to 2034, 760. Interest, investigative. Provides animal care with growing demand. 8. Lawyers and Quebec notaries, NOC 41101. Education, university degree. Median hourly wage, $58. Job openings to 2034, 6,010. Interest, enterprising. Offers legal expertise in a competitive market. 9. Purchasing managers, NOC 10012. Education, management experience. Median hourly wage, $57.69. Job openings to 2034, 1,950. Interest, enterprising. Oversees supply chain and procurement strategies. 10. Administrators post-secondary education and vocational training, NOC 40020. Education, management experience. Median hourly wage, $57.69. Job openings to 2034, 1,920. Interest, enterprising. Leads educational institutions with impact. 11. Managers in transportation, NOC 70020. Education, management experience. Median hourly wage, $57.44. Job openings to 2034, 2,970. Interest, enterprising. Manages logistics in a vital industry. 1. School principals and administrators of elementary and secondary education, NOC 40021. Education, management experience. Median hourly wage, $56.73. Job openings to 2034, 2,850. Interest, enterprising. Shapes the future of education. 13. Human Resources Managers, NOC 10011. Education, management experience. Median hourly wage, $56.50. Job openings to 2034, 3,690. Interest, enterprising. Drives workforce development and culture. 14. Police investigators and other investigative occupations, NOC 41310. Education, university degree. Median hourly wage, $55.77. Job openings to 2034, 280. Interest, investigative, social. Solves complex cases with analytical skills. 15. Financial managers, NOC 10010. Education, management experience. Median hourly wage, $55.56. Job openings to 2034, 4,250. Interest, enterprising. Manages corporate finances with precision. 16. Nurse practitioners, NOC 31302. Education, university degree. Median hourly wage, $55. Job openings to 2034, 360. Interest, social, investigative. Delivers advanced healthcare services. 17. Government managers health and social policy development and program administration, NOC 40010. Education, management experience. Median hourly wage, $54. Job openings to 2034, 610. Interest, enterprising. Develops critical public health policies. 18. Manufacturing managers, NOC 90010. Education, management experience. Median hourly wage, $53.85. Job openings to 2034, 4,770. Interest, enterprising, conventional. Oversees production in key industries. 19. Dental hygienists and dental therapists, NOC 32111. Education, college diploma or apprenticeship, 2+ years. Median hourly wage, $53. Job openings to 2034, 1,470. Interest, social, realistic. Provides essential dental care services. 20. Banking, credit and other investment managers, NOC 10021. XenotationSpot education, management experience. XenotationSpot median hourly wage, $52.88. XenotationSpot job openings to 2034, 4,750. Zenotation Spot Interest, Enterprising. Zenotation Spot manages financial portfolios with expertise. 21. Advertising, Marketing and Public Relations Managers, NOC 10022. Zenotation Spot Education, Management Experience. Zenotation Spot Median Hourly Wage, $52. Zenotation Spot Job Openings to 2034, 6,430. Zenotation Spot Interest, Enterprising. Zenotation Spot shapes brand strategies in a digital world. 22. Corporate Sales Managers, NOC 60010. Zenotation Spot Education, Management Experience. Zenotation Spot Median Hourly Wage, $51.92. Zenotation Spot Job Openings to 2034, 5,540. Zenotation Spot Interest, Enterprising. Zenotation Spot drives business growth through sales leadership. 23. Civil Engineers, NOC 21300. Zenotation Spot Education, University Degree. Zenotation Spot Median Hourly Wage, $51.28. Zenotation Spot Job Openings to 2034, 4,610. Zenotation Spot Interest, Investigative, Realistic. Zenotation Spot designs infrastructure for a growing province. 24. Managers in Healthcare, NOC 30010. Zenotation Spot Education, Management Experience. Zenotation Spot Median Hourly Wage, $51.28. Zenotation Spot Job Openings to 2034, 4,020. Zenotation Spot Interest, Enterprising. Zenotation Spot leads healthcare facilities with impact. 25. Insurance, Real Estate and Financial Brokerage Managers, NOC 10020. Zenotation Spot Education, Management Experience. Zenotation Spot Median Hourly Wage, $51.28. Zenotation Spot Job Openings to 2034, 3,850. Zenotation Spot Interest, Enterprising. Zenotation Spot manages high-stakes financial transactions. 26. Electrical and Electronics Engineers, NOC 21310. Zenotation Spot Education, University Degree. Zenotation Spot Median Hourly Wage, $51.28. Zenotation Spot Job Openings to 2034, 3,200. Zenotation Spot Interest, Investigative, Realistic. Zenotation Spot innovates in energy and tech systems. 27. Police Officers, Except Commissioned, NOC 42100. Zenotation Spot Education, College Diploma or Apprenticeship, 2+ years. Zenotation Spot Median Hourly Wage, $50.96. Zenotation Spot Job Openings to 2034, 4,660. Zenotation Spot Interest, Enterprising, Realistic, Conventional. Zenotation Spot ensures community safety with dedication. 28. Architecture and Science Managers, NOC 20011. Zenotation Spot Education, Management Experience. Zenotation Spot Median Hourly Wage, $50.96. Zenotation Spot Job Openings to 2034, 1,200. Zenotation Spot Interest, Enterprising, Investigative. Zenotation Spot leads scientific and architectural projects. 29. Pharmacists, NOC 31120. Zenotation Spot Education, University Degree. Zenotation Spot Median Hourly Wage, $50. Zenotation Spot Job Openings to 2034, 3,080. Zenotation Spot Interest, Investigative. Zenotation Spot dispenses vital medications with expertise. 30. Computer Engineers, Except Software Engineers and Designers, NOC 21311. Zenotation Spot Education, University Degree. Zenotation Spot Median Hourly Wage, $50. Zenotation Spot Job Openings to 2034, 1,600. Zenotation Spot Interest, Realistic, Investigative. Zenotation Spot designs cutting-edge hardware systems. Why these jobs are booming in British Columbia. British Columbia's diverse economy, from tech hubs in Vancouver to resource industries in the Northeast, drives demand for these high-paying roles. The province's focus on innovation, infrastructure, and public services ensures these careers remain resilient. Whether you're drawn to tech, healthcare, or management, these opportunities offer financial stability and growth potential. To land these high-paying jobs, consider the following steps. Zenotation Spot Education and Training. Many roles require a university degree or specialized training. Explore programs at BC's top institutions. Zenotation Spot Networking. Connect with industry professionals through platforms like LinkedIn or local events. Zenotation Spot. Stay updated, monitor job boards and government resources like WorkBC for openings. British Columbia's job market in 2025 offers incredible opportunities for those seeking high-paying, in-demand careers. From software engineering to healthcare management, these roles promise strong wages and long-term stability. Which jobs are in demand in British Columbia? High-demand jobs in British Columbia paying over $50 per hour include software engineers, $60.10 per hour, 11,670 openings by 2034, computer and information systems managers, $59.62 per hour, 8,850 openings, lawyers, $58 per hour, 6,010 openings, and nurse practitioners, $55 per hour, 360 openings, among others, driven by tech, healthcare, and management sectors. Which job has the highest demand in Canada? Registered nurses and registered psychiatric nurses, NOC 31301, are among the highest demand jobs in Canada, with 30,190 projected openings in BC alone by 2034, due to an aging population and healthcare needs. What job fields are in high demand in Canada? High-demand fields in Canada include healthcare, e.g., nurses, nurse practitioners, technology, e.g., software engineers, IT managers, management, e.g., financial, HR managers, and engineering, e.g., civil, electrical engineers, fueled by population growth and technological advancements. Which job is in most demand right now? Software engineers and designers, NOC 21231, are currently in high demand in Canada, particularly in BC, with a median wage of $60.10 per hour and 11,670 projected openings by 2034, driven by the tech sector's rapid growth. https://www.cic.com/2025/08/Manitoba-holds-first-provincial-draw-of-dash-08585661.html. Show website. Manitoba holds first provincial draw of August. This week, Manitoba held another round of invitations for skilled workers to apply for a provincial nomination through the Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program. Candidates were invited based on their skilled work experience, scores, and participation in targeted strategic recruitment initiatives. MPNP draw results. On August 7, the MPNP held expression of interest draw number 251 under both its skilled worker in Manitoba pathway and its skilled worker overseas pathway, issuing 37 letters of advice to apply to foreign nationals. To be considered for this draw, candidates needed to have Zenotation Spot a minimum score of 724 under the MPNP's unique scoring system, and Zenotation Spot been directly invited by the MPNP under a strategic recruitment initiative. The 37 LAAs in this draw were issued under the following initiatives. Of the 37 LAAs issued, 7 went to candidates with valid express entry profile numbers and job seeker validation codes. The MPNP notes that if a candidate met or exceeded the draw's cutoff score but did not receive an LAA, it may be due to issues such as indicating they had taken an approved third-party language test but failing to provide a valid test number in their EOI, or having test results that were no longer valid at the time of the draw, or indicating receipt of a direct invitation through a strategic recruitment initiative but failing to provide a valid invitation number in their EOI. What are strategic recruitment initiatives under the MPNP? Strategic recruitment initiatives are special employer or community-led processes that allow Manitoba to identify and invite candidates with critical skills that are in short supply in the province. These initiatives help local employers fill persistent labor gaps while offering foreign nationals a pathway to permanent residence. To participate, employers must meet the eligibility requirements for their open positions and complete Manitoba's ABC recruitment process. Once approved, they can provide international candidate details to Manitoba's employer services. Candidates must meet specific eligibility criteria such as language proficiency, work experience, education, and a G in addition to the conditions specific to the stream for which they are selected. If a candidate has stronger ties to another Canadian province or territory, such as through previous employment or education, they may be viewed as a retention risk. This could result in a refusal from employer services or the MPNP. The MPNP assesses these situations on a case-by-case basis. If you couldn't survive here, forget India. PR rule change ends Indian man's Canada dream. An Indian man is packing his bags for home after 9 years in Canada debt-ridden, without permanent residency, and caught in the crossfire of Ottawa's tightening immigration rules, according to a Reddit post that has sparked heated debate. Posting in the Return to India thread, the man wrote, "I will be moving back from Canada to India in November. After spending 9 years in Canada, I have failed to get PR because of new immigration rule." He said he spent 6 years in university, a year unemployed, and 2 years working as a junior data analyst. Despite earning a mechanical engineering degree with management, he remains saddled with student debt. His case became more complicated after revealing his girlfriend, an American, opposed his move to India. With his visa expiring, he asked the Reddit community for advice on avoiding what he called a potential nightmare. The post lit up with reactions. Some questioned how someone could spend nearly a decade in Canada without PR. There are plenty of people who lived in Canada for 9 or even 10+ years and didn't get PR, one wrote, citing similar stories on other forums. Others were blunter: "If you couldn't survive here, forget India. You need to hustle 10x more? You are doomed." The man, originally from Ahmedabad, rejected claims he couldn't survive in Canada, saying he had been paying down debt month by month. His predicament follows a May 28 Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada policy change that ended legal status protection for foreigners filing a second stay extension application. Lawyers say the update hits Indian students especially hard, as a refusal now ends status immediately. Canada has also moved to cut its temporary resident population by 5%, dropping numbers from 485,000 to 430,000 this year. Study permits for foreign nationals have plunged 48% year-on-year, according to IRCC. This video highlights shifting economic priorities, rising income opportunities, and evolving immigration policies that could reshape the prospects of workers and newcomers in Canada. That is all for today, in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next video. Till then, take care.